Hey, today I'm going to be solving one of the biggest headaches for guitarists, finding an affordable wireless system that doesn't sacrifice tone. We're going to be comparing three popular options, the LEKATO WS-100 and the Shaevle SWS-01 and the Xvive A58. Why these three? Well, they cover critical price points in different frequencies, 2.4 GHz versus 5.8 GHz, which is key for avoiding dropouts. I'll show real tests, tone comparisons, and my final recommendation. Affiliate links for all will be in the description below. They support the channel at zero extra cost to you. Up first is the LEKATO wireless guitar system with charging case. This is a rechargeable 2.4 GHz wireless transmitter and receiver. And as you can see here, it has this charging box which you just plug these into, and then you plug in a USB-C cable to the box, which is very cool because it gives you like an extra 12 hours of battery life once they run out on the 6 hours of normal use, which is very good, especially if you're out at a gig. You can just drop these right back in during your break and get them charged up. And then a couple of other cool features about this is these heads are 1/4 inch, but they have the ability to be taken off and be 1/8 inch or 3.5 millimeter. So that can be used for your cell phone or for auxiliary jacks, any of this kind of stuff, which is excellent. And another important feature about this one is it does have the folding jack heads. As you'll see later, that can be problematic on certain guitars if you don't have the folding head. So let's talk about that as I do the demo in just a minute. Cool feature that this has, it's got the guitar pictured on this one here, the transmitter, and the speaker on the receiver. If you ever get them confused, you'll know which one to plug this one right into your guitar and the other one into your amplifier. And these are plug and play. As you can see, you just plug this straight into your guitar, straight into the amplifier, and you're good to go. Alright, next up is the Shaevle wireless guitar system with rechargeable battery. This does have a USB-C connection on both of these, and it comes with a cable that has a Y connection, 2 USB-C ends and 1 USB-A. And it does not come with a charging head, so if you need that, make sure you get one of those before ordering this. This is 100 feet of transmission, and 2.4 gigahertz is the frequency that it uses. So that's pretty good, and it's got a 6-hour battery life here for extended sessions, and the pairing is super simple. It happens automatically once you turn it on. One feature that is important to note, depending on what type of guitar you have, this does not have a head that flexes or bends. So on certain guitars this won't fit, but if you've got a guitar that does fit, this works quite well. The Xvive A58 wireless guitar system, this is priced at $149 currently on Guitar Center, and this is a system that has 5.8 gigahertz, which is going to be a less crowded frequency range, and it has 5 hours of battery life and up to 100 feet of playing range. This does have 6 channels on it with auto scan, and also an important feature about this is that it has an active pickup selector on or off. So if you have active guitar pickups, this can be turned on and it'll give you the correct output. Some key takeaways are Xvive's 5.8 gigahertz band is going to be better for crowded stages. LEKATO's charging case prevents mid-gig failures. You can recharge it on your breaks. And Shaevle is a budget option at $29 that is great for practice and home use. This LEKATO has pretty crisp highs and a slight low mid bump. Also, when I went to a high gain setting, I did have a little bit of noise on this, but that can be adjusted using a noise gate if you have that. That was the Xvive wireless system there, and as you can tell, it's identical to using cables. When I took that one pause in the middle of the solo and rested, you couldn't hear any noise whatsoever. That goes to show you how well this particular system handles humbucker pickups. I'm using a Fishman Fluence modern ceramic humbucker pickup on this in the bridge position, and this wireless system works just great with that type of pickup. That was the Shaevle I used there, and as you can see, it works great on a heavy distortion channel. That was using the dual rectifier simulators that I have on the Boss GT100, and you could tell that there was no interference or noise of any kind when I did the pauses on that, which is very surprising, honestly, for a wireless system that's only $29 right now. So I would say that's an excellent buy. The only downside with this, as I said before, is that this won't fit on some guitars because it doesn't have the flex head, but on this Jackson it works just fine, and if you have a similar type of jack, you're good to go. The battery endurance on these was pretty similar. We've got the LEKATO lasting around 5 hours and 40 minutes, but the case adds 12 hours once you plug it back into the case, so that's kind of an extra bonus with that. But the Xvive died around 4 hours and 50 minutes, and the Shaevle died around 4 hours and 10 minutes. But depending on what kind of gig you've got, if you're in a cover band and you're doing a 4-hour set, any one of these is pretty much going to cover that, and even if you did need to plug it in, you've got probably 15-minute breaks between sets, so you could just charge it up briefly and you'd be ready to go. All of these systems were tested running through my Boss GT100 multi-effects pedal board, and as far as interference goes, the Xvive had flawless performance, zero interference of any kind. The LEKATO is a little bit noisy on high gain and high distortion channels, but on a clean channel it's good to go. You can't hear anything, any kind of interference. The Shaevle is also excellent, except for it did have an occasional dropout. I had one dropout while I was working with the system, and I believe it got interference from the Wi-Fi. So that I fixed that by rebooting it and starting it up again. But pro tip, the Xvive's 5.8 gigahertz is worth the price for gigs, but home players can save with either the LEKATO or the Shaevle. So if you're just playing local gigs and things like that, and you just need a cheap wireless setup, this Shaevle will definitely do it. But if you need something a little bit more high-end, go with the Xvive. Here's my final verdict. Number one, best for gigs is Xvive A58 with its 5.8 gigahertz reliability and professional features and no tone loss. And number two, best for home or on a budget is the LEKATO WS-100 or the Shaevle SWS-01. The LEKATO comes with a charging case which provides peace of mind because you can just plug it right back in and get 12 more hours out of that from the box itself, which is a great value at $45. And the Shaevle is a smart budget choice for practice and home use. My gear hack: buy both, a budget wireless, either one of these, which is going to give you the 2.4 gigahertz transmission, and then also get yourself an Xvive, which has the 5.8 gigahertz transmission for under $200 total. That way you can swap them based on the venue's Wi-Fi conditions. All the product links are in the description below. These are affiliate links, but they support the channel at no extra cost to you. And full transparency, I test all of this gear for at least 20 hours before recommending it. So bookmark this video, and I'll update the links if the prices drop. If you have any questions, drop them below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If this video helped, give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for no-nonsense gear reviews. Now go cut that cord and check out one of these videos next.
Cities and nations fall. Powers fueled by greed.